Cowboys defeated the Buffalo Bills in Super Bowl 27, we talked with a few fans in each of the cities. And that's when we met up with this enthusiastic fella.
What a Bills! And I can't wait to rub this in his face. You've been telling us this for over 10 years about Dallas. Fuck the Bills! Always tied. 3 times. The 3rd time is a charm. Dallas is going down, Gary. Only Buffalo is going to win. Dallas is going down, Gary.
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am your host, Tommy. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up. What an epic, disappointing failure of a game. Man, that was bad. That was bad. Let me get right into it. The offensive line. The offensive line was a mess. The run blocking, still a mess. The pass blocking wasn't that good either. Plenty of penalty calls, plenty of holding. Yeah, like Deion Dawkins with like 2 or 3 penalties. Darrell Williams was getting killed by TJ Watt. It was a total disaster. It really was on that side of the ball. The game started off okay. We had a nice return by Isaiah McKenzie. And it just, you kind of saw the writing on the wall with that first drive where we had to kick a field goal when we had excellent field position. I thought our coaches got out coached today. Big time. So many plays that I just didn't understand. 4th and 1, 4th and 2, a couple of those. Why not go for it there? I understand you can't always go for it on 4th down, but then going for it on 4th and 8 when you had a chance to kick a field goal. By the way, that field goal that we had a chance to kick hurt us because we had the ball there at the end. All we had to do was go down and score a touchdown. We're tied. And instead, we're down 10 instead of being down 7. Special teams was okay up until the block punt. Devin Singletary, I thought he played well. He didn't play great or anything like that, but thought he had a good 4th quarter there at the end. But I mean, it was just that's not what I was expecting at all. Obviously, you guys saw my video I posted. I expected us to kill him, really. Scott Blakely, we were terrible, period. Yeah, man. That was just bad. I honestly thought our defense was just gonna shut them down there. I thought we were gonna score like, after the first half, I said, okay, you know what, our offense is struggling, and I hate to say it, but Josh looked like that sugar rush Josh again, right? Like I kind of felt like he was rushing stuff. He was overthrowing again, underthrowing. He missed Emmanuel Sanders wide open for a touchdown there. I mean, that would have set the tone for the game. Yeah, it was bad. Thought it was Scott Blake. Thought it was a flashback from 2017. Yeah, man. Like even am I right? Even the coaches were like just got out coached, man. And Dable was like back to being Dable again. And most of you guys who know me know I've never been a big Dable guy. I'm not big on him. I thought he was a much better offensive coordinator last season. I thought he let Josh be Josh a little bit. I thought he opened up the playbook. I thought he did a little bit better in-game adjustments, especially coming out the second half. But this game, he regressed. Second half was a disaster again, just like in 2019, right? Where we came out the second half flat. Exactly what happened. He had no answer for Pittsburgh's defense. None. Ray Ashley, bad play calling, no run game. Yeah, man. I thought our run game, like at the end, was okay. I thought we, did a little better, but by then Pittsburgh was a little tired, right? And they were probably playing the pass more since it was down to like the last 5 minutes to go. So I don't even know if I could consider that a good run there at the end. Coaches were terrible. Dable called a bad game. McDermott managed the game terrible. Fourth down, ridiculous. Yeah, man. Bro, they got out coached, man. They did on every. I think almost every side of the ball. I thought our defense did very well in the first half. I did. Like there was no complaints. If I had only one complaint, really on the total defense, I would say we didn't sack them much. We had 2 sacks in that whole game, and I thought the whole point of this getting us, edge rushers was to get to the quarterback. And I mean, I get that Ben was kind of getting rid of the ball fast there, but I mean, I didn't see that great of pressure. We first half, I love the Addison sack fumble. But other than that, man, Ben was kind of clean. Or I mean, we got to him a few times, but 2 sacks the whole game. I expected way more, man. I really did. I didn't see AJ on the field much. Like, did anyone see AJ making any kind of plays out there? And I expected a big game from AJ. Ed Oliver, once again, was quiet. I'm Star not being there maybe hurt a little bit, but I mean, my God, man. Scott, offensive MVP, Dawkins, yeah, defensive Wallace, yeah. Wallace, once again, we'll touch on that, man. Lack of speed, man. He tries to play catch up to the receiver, and it's like he loses that battle almost every time, man. He gives way too much space. He just doesn't have the speed to run with these guys, and you saw it. Like he couldn't get his head turned around for the play. I will say this though, we had a lot more penalties than Pittsburgh. I thought Pittsburgh jumped a few times, especially there was a play where they jumped right before the 2-minute warning. I thought that was an offsides by them, and they didn't call it. I thought there was a few pass interference calls they didn't call. There was a few holdings they didn't call. But I'm not going to put this on the ref, man. Listen, our offensive line was holding for sure. Deion Dawkins was holding like crazy. That was probably the worst game I've ever seen Deion Dawkins play. Hands down. And could that be because he was missed time because of the COVID thing? It's very possible. Very possible because Deion Dawkins is better than that. He is. Darrell Williams just got outplayed, man. TJ Watt destroyed Darrell Williams every time. I got to tell you that. I get TJ Watt is one of the best edge rushers, but my God, man, like Darrell Williams had no chance there. And we paid Darrell Williams big bucks to play a little better than that. I didn't hear much of Cody Ford, so that's a good thing. From what I saw, he blocked okay. Mongo, I didn't see much of him either as far as, penalties go, but he didn't do anything that was that great either. Mitch Morse, one of the highest paid centers in the league, holding, penalty. I mean, like, man, it was just a total disaster there on the offensive line. And it was my biggest question mark going into the season was the offensive line. And I was really hoping that now that they were healthy going into week 1, that it would be a little better. And yeah, no, I was wrong. I was definitely wrong. It looked bad. Now let's get on Dable here. And I know I talked about it a little bit, but my God, man, like let's see some of these play calls. So we had what is it, a 4th and 1, and instead of, and by the way, a short one. I would have much listen if they stopped Josh Allen on a quarterback sneak there. Hey, it is what it is. But I don't think they do. They didn't play before, the drive before. I don't think they do it again there. All we needed was like less than a yard, really. And we do some trickery crap play and got us stuffed in the backfield. Made no sense. And then we go for it on a 4th and 8 when we could have kicked the field goal. And we wouldn't even be talking right now about that. It might be a tied game. We might be in overtime, and I may not be doing the show right now. What was that? I don't get that. That was a makeable field goal by Tyler Bass. He can make a 53-yard all day. It wasn't that windy in Buffalo. The conditions were fine. Like, what was the point there? But yet you don't go for it on 4th and 1, 4th and 2. What? Ray Ashley. Let me see here. Offensive line playing like garbage today. Should be ashamed of themselves. I was hoping they were run the ball, but they won't do that. Yeah. So that's a big deal. Like, listen, I get we're a pass heavy team, and I'm all for that because that's how our team is built, no doubt. But you got to show the run once in a while, right? And not run Allen. Like, I was so tired of the fucking Allen run calls. They weren't working. And Dable kept calling them over and over and over. And I was like, yo, this is like right back to 2019 Dable. Right back to that fucking terrible play calling that Dable does. Trying to kill Josh Allen on these stupid runs. Stop it already. I keep saying it. Like, once in a while, fine. Have a design run for Josh Allen. But get Singletary involved more, right? You have now the speedy back in Breida. Where was the screen? By the way, where was the screen passes? Nowhere. We have Breida now, right? And that's what he was supposed to be there for, the speed guy. We don't even take advantage of it. And it's like our special teams broke down there on the punt, by the way. Terrible. Like, I cannot believe that. But anyways, I'm so flustered right now, guys. It's crazy. Ray Ashley is still playing. Yeah, listen. Still playing. We'll bounce back for me. Yeah, okay. No doubt we'll bounce back. I don't know what is going on here. It won't let me. Okay. So, yeah, listen, we'll bounce back for sure. No question in my mind. If we don't, we're fucking fucked. Like, if we lose next week, I'm telling you right now, this season is not looking good. We have to win next week. We not only do we have to win convincingly, right? Like, we have to show out. Like, that, whatever this was today is not who we are, right? Like, that's what we need to show next week. Because that's crazy, man. Like, this game it went total opposite direction than what I was thinking. I thought we were going to score fast and often. I really did. I thought we were going to put up a lot of points. And man, like I said, right away, the game opened up great. Isaiah McKenzie with an awesome return. And then it was just flat, man. Flat. And listen, I can just sit here and shit on Dable the whole show. But we gotta hold Josh Allen accountable too. He missed a lot of throws that were there. He underthrew a lot. He overthrew a lot. I thought he wasn't seeing his reads good. I thought the receivers even were not helping him. Wasn't like they were wide open either. I thought we got Gabe Davis involved a little bit too late. Cole Beasley, I thought played well. I thought Diggs was kind of quiet for Diggs. Uh, you know, that wasn't the Diggs I know or that we saw from last season. Not at all. But back on Allen, um, a lot of underthrows, a lot of overthrows, a lot of him holding the ball too long. If you saw what Pittsburgh did and Ben, they got out the ball pretty quick. And if we go back to week 3 in that preseason Green Bay game, even though it's preseason, I liked how they were getting Allen the ball out quick, right? So Allen was holding the ball less than 3 seconds. It was just get see your reads and throw the ball. And I thought this game he held the ball way too long, and our offensive line wasn't doing their job for him to be holding the ball that long. And then I felt like he wasn't feeling the pressure, like getting sacked by the Watt, getting sacked, holding the ball out like that. Um, like he just wasn't seeing it or wasn't feeling it. I don't know what was going on with Allen. That was it wasn't an awful performance by Allen, but that was definitely like a 2019 Josh Allen. What I saw right there. Um, he will bounce back for sure. I cannot see Allen regressing like this. I just think it was you know, maybe it was just the first game for everybody at home. You know, emotions got to him, the jitters. Who knows, man? Like, who knows what's going on in their head before game time? Um, but listen, the coaches are responsible just as much as the players in this loss. And they've been around long enough not to make the same mistakes, not to be jittery, right? Like there was no excuse there for the coaches. Ray, playing top Pittsburgh. Yeah, man. Listen, Pittsburgh. And I said this, and I guess maybe I just got caught up in the hype of, you know, what we did last season and seeing Josh in that week 3 preseason game that I thought like we were going to come out and just rout him. I thought I listen. It is what it is. I believe that. Um, I'll take the criticism for that. But we didn't play our game. We didn't play. That was on us too, man. But the one thing about Pittsburgh, and I do say this a lot, is Mike Tomlin is a hell of a coach, and he has his team always prepared for a game, no matter what. Like it's very rare you see Pittsburgh get blown out. I just like I said, I got caught up in the hype. Maybe I was just feeling it. And yeah, man, I predicted wrong, but we should have won that game. Let's be real here. We're a better team than Pittsburgh. But today, Pittsburgh played better. They came up with that huge block punt, and that was the game right there. That was the game. And it was late in the game when that happened. It was just like it sucked the air right out of the stadium. I heard people were saying people were booing Cole Beasley today. I didn't hear it on the TV. Maybe they were saying bees, maybe. But if they were booing him, come on, man. We're better than that, Bills Mafia. If that's true, I hope not. That's not how you treat your players, man. Like whatever the guy believes, he believes. But it was game time, man. He's part of the family. He's on the Buffalo Bills. You know what I mean? Show him a little bit more respect than that. It's terrible. You don't boo a player if that's true. Listen, I wasn't there. I didn't personally hear it. I just saw somebody on some tweets saying it. But yeah, man. I thought Tyler Bass was money. That's why I was shocked that they didn't go for the field goal. 53, he would have made that. I thought he played very well. I thought our defense, for the most part, I'll give him credit. I mean, listen, they scored 23, and one of those was a block punt for a touchdown, right? So they didn't give up that many points, right? 16 points or whatever. Like I actually predicted them to score 16 points. That's the funny thing. Like, so if they don't get that block punt for a touchdown, they're at 16, right? We're at 16-16, maybe going overtime or Maybe we win 19-16 if we went for that field goal and made it. But obviously, you can't go back and change things, right? So let's see Josh Allen's stats here, man. 30 of 51, 270 yards, 1 touchdown, passer rating 79.7. I mean, it's not terrible. It's just not good. Like it's not. That's not what we expected from Josh Allen. Devin Singletary had a decent game, man. 11 carries, 72 yards. He averaged 6.5. I mean, yeah, I get it. He ran a little bit in the fourth quarter when Pittsburgh was probably expecting the pass, but he was our best running back. I feel like somebody said it earlier in the chat. You got to give him a little bit more involved. I know we're a pass heavy team, but no defense is going to believe the play action pass if we're not really running at all, right? Gotta, especially when it's not working. Like they were shutting us down, man. So maybe you go through try to run it a little bit more, even though our offensive line was not helping. Let's see here. On receiving, Diggs had 9 receptions, 69 yards. Not a very good game for Diggs. I expected more. Cole Beasley, 8 carries. I mean, 8 receiving, eight catches for 60 yards. Sanders had four catches for 52. Knox, 4 catches, 41. I thought Knox played pretty well, man. I thought Knox came up with some big catches. Why didn't we use Knox more in the game? I mean, if you look at his stats, like I said, 4 catches, 41. He averaged 10.3. I thought he played very well. You know, I didn't expect that, to be honest with you. Let's see here. On defense, we only had 2 sacks. I expected us to get to Ben better than that. It was just, yeah, man. That's we gotta address the offensive line, man. We have to address the offensive line moving forward. Obviously now this is the season. You can't do anything about it now. We're just gonna have to get those guys on the same page, and practice. But moving forward next season, got to address that, man. You have to address it in the draft or free agency. It's time to get really good offensive lineman in here to run block, to pass block a little better. I mean, that's what we're lacking right now. And then, of course, cornerbacks. I thought Levi played a very bad game today. Teron Johnson, I like him, but he gave up a lot of big plays as well. Trey White did very good. I mean, I didn't see him giving up too much. But yeah, it was just we need help. We need help in cornerback, man, too. But if I were gonna address, if it was me, I'm Brandon Bean. Man, I'm paying for offensive lineman, man, and a free agency. I am, or going heavy on the draft for free offensive lineman. You got to, man. Like it showed you right there. Like Pittsburgh's, I'll tell you what, I knocked Pittsburgh all week, saying they have a bad offensive line because they were graded bad. There was a lot of rookies in there. I thought they held up pretty well. I do. I thought we were gonna get to Big Ben a lot more, and we didn't. And we really didn't. He was kind of clean back there. We got to him a few times, but overall, I mean, I expected us to have at least 4 or 5 sacks, maybe 6. We had 2. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like AJ, like I said, was super quiet, right? I mean, where was Ed Oliver once again was nowhere to be seen. He made 1 good tackle in the backfield on a running play, I think it was. But other than that, quiet day for him. Once again, our safeties played really well. Micah, and Jordan Poyer, I thought they played exactly how they should play. They're to me the best safety duo in the league. Trey, like I said, played very well. But there's a lot of duds, man. There's a lot of players that played bad, man. There just is. And if I had to choose my worst player of today, the worst performance, I'm gonna have to say Deion Dawkins. I mean, he was bad. He was bad. And then I'll just say the rest of the offensive line. Really, that was a disappointing. And then really the coaches. the coaches are next right after that. Like terrible, 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 terrible. No in-game adjustments by Dable once again. McDermott got out coach. He did. He got out coach. Terrible fourth down calls. I don't even. Did we get any fourth downs? I think we were like 0 for 4. I don't remember any fourth downs we got. It was just bad. And then, like I said, not going for it on a 4th and 1, but going for it on 4th and 8. Like, why? What are you doing there? We weren't even down. Like, I don't get that call. I like the 4th and 3 that we punted, and I saw Twitter was like, "Why are you punting? Well, go for it." I get that call, and look, it worked out perfectly, right? You pin them in the 5-yard line of their end zone. They wound up shanking a punt, right? It worked out. That was perfect. Like, I don't mind that 4th and 3 right there. Fine. But a 4th and 8, come on, man. Like, what the fuck are you thinking, man? Really? Like, what? That's high school shit. That's some fucking dumbass coach. I don't know what the hell he's doing. 4th and 8. That's fucking Madden, right? That's fucking, like, you don't do that, man. Like, unless it's, you have no choice, right? You're down 7, fucking minute left. Fine. Who gives a fuck, right? We were still in the game. What are you doing there? I don't get it. Go for the field goal. Put us up some more. What are you doing there? Like, we weren't even, it wasn't even like we were clicking on offense and I could say, you know what, man, we're fucking clicking on all cylinders. Fuck it. Like, I get it. Go for it. We're going to get that shit. No, man. You know what I mean? Like, that was just bad, man. Tomlin outcoached McDermott the whole game, man. He really did. He outcoached him the whole fucking game. I thought Frazier did fine, man. I honestly did. That's on the players for not being able to get to Big Ben. That's on them. And maybe Big Ben just played really well. Thought he got rid of the ball pretty quick too. I mean, could be a combination of both. I don't know. Isaiah getting hurt, coming back, that kind of worried me when he first got hurt, but then he came back. Got to keep an eye on it though. You know, maybe they shot him up with some painkiller or whatever, and that shoulder injury could be something that is something to worry about. It could be, you guys, by the way. Remember, Marquez Stevenson is on IR for the first 4 games. So I don't even know who our kicker. I know our punt returner would be Micah Hyde, but I have no idea who our kick returner would be if Isaiah is out. But man, nothing we did worked. The jet sweeps were just awful. There was no screen passing, like I said. Matt Breida, why did we bring him in if we weren't going to use him for his speed? Make no sense. Where was this touchdown Jesus at, by the way? That everybody, by the way, was mad at me about because I was on hashtag. I have a show there on Friday nights, Tailgate Talk, and I was brutally honest. Listen, I'm not saying Jake Kumro is a bad receiver, but all I said was I kind of feel like he's getting the Duke Williams treatment by Bills Mafia. And I get it. We all have those players that we like that we're hearing the buzz, you know, because the guy's making plays in practice. And that was Duke Williams, right? Listen, I was a huge Duke Williams fan. I bought a Duke Williams jersey. Like, I thought maybe, man, shoot, diamond in the rough. And I kind of felt like Bills fans were getting a little hyped up for the Jake Kumro. Felt like the whole Green Bay thing with Aaron Rodgers hyping him up a little bit. He's mad because he left. I didn't even see Kumro today. Did you guys see Kumro at all? I did not see him. So right as of right now, I'm right on that about Kumro. Maybe they do need to play Kumro. But shit, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Kumro is the guy that will step up. He's 6'4". I'll tell you what, in the red zone, we could have used them in the red zone. Am I right? Could have used them. 6'4", right? Go up to a tall receiver. I mean, we blew it on a few of those down in the red zone. We did. And I was knocking Miami and New England, saying their game's going to be a field goal fest, and really, that was us. We were the field goal fest. Totally not what I expected. by the Buffalo Bills to come out flat like that. I really didn't. Um, who else? What else in that game? I just listen, guys. I'm sorry. This is not me. I'm just like I kind of don't know what to say really. Because I'm so disappointed. And I will tell you this: I wear my Eric Moulds jersey today, and I always wear a jersey until we lose, so that jersey will not be on me next week. I'll go with the Josh Allen jersey because that jersey now goes in the closet. That's the rules, and hopefully it brings us better luck next weekend when we go down to Miami. I'm going to be watching that game, see how that game goes. Let's see how Miami plays in New England. We better now. Hey guys, listen. Uh, we need to pay attention now to the AFC East if we're going to play this way moving forward because it could be tighter than you think. And thank God for the schedule. Thank God we're 3 or 4 at home to start. Thank God we finished the season 3 or 4 at home. That's big, especially if this is how we're going to play moving forward. I had us 15-2. Yikes. Man, not anymore. Um, not anymore. I still see us winning the AFC East, no doubt about it. I feel like we're a way better team than we showed today, but they disappointed Bills Mafia today. They disappointed that crowd today. That crowd came out in full. They were loud, and we came out with a dud, man. We came out flat, really flat, man. And it's just disappointing. It's disappointing. It really is because I had such high hopes for this game. And like I said, the good news is there's still 16 games left, guys. Lots of football left. But this one stings, man. This one stings a lot. Monday, tomorrow is just another bad day. The whole week's going to be bad for me. Just thinking about this loss, watching film, watching because I haven't even looked back yet. Like I'm going to be watching the, parts of the game again. I'm going to see what, I'm sure there's a lot more crap that we did that I'm not going to like. And maybe there's some stuff I did like that I missed. I don't think so though. And that's it, guys. So listen, man, I know I'm only 30 minutes in, but there's really not much to talk about. I mean, you guys heard it here. It was a bad performance. It was terrible. On the coaching staff was if I had to grade everybody today, by the way, you want to do grades real quick? I can do grades real quick. Coaching staff, D. I'd give him an F, but I thought Frazier held his own on the defensive side of things. Special teams would have gotten a B plus if it wasn't for the block punt for a touchdown. All right. Offensive line, F. Terrible. Defensive line, listen, I'll give them credit for no star being there. They stopped the run pretty good. I think Najee only really had one good run. I'll give him a B. I'll give him a B for the defensive line. Edge rushers, I'll give him a C. I expected more. I did. I'll give him a C. Cornerback play, I'm going to give him a C minus. I didn't think they were that bad, but Levi had a bad game. Josh Allen. Ooh, Josh Allen. I'm going to say C minus. That man, a lot of overthrows, a lot of underthrows, holding the ball too long, not feeling the defense pressure. Not holding the ball correctly. By the way, that was a fumble that he did when he ran. They stripped him. I'm shocked that they didn't that Tomlin didn't challenge that because he definitely lost that ball. The receivers, I grade them. If I had to grade them, I'd say a C minus too. They didn't really help. I mean, Gabe Davis had a good game. I'll give Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis was our best offensive player, for sure. I thought he came out pretty big when we needed him. I thought Dawson Knox, when we threw it to him, was there. He caught it like he did his job. Like nobody can knock Dawson Knox for this game. Thought he played very well. Um, Running back, listen, Singletary had a pretty decent game. I'm gonna say a C plus because he was running behind a god awful line in this game that could not run block, and he still managed to get like what 70 something yards. That's pretty damn good for this offensive line. I'll be honest with you. Kicker A, yeah, an A. He made everything. Didn't miss anything. Didn't miss nothing. So I got to give him an A. That's it, right? That is it. That's it, folks. That's a big L. We are in last place as of now. Still 16 games left, so I'm not worried. But it stings. This one hurts. This one hurts because Bills Mafia wanted that feeling of yes, like this is it. This is our team. We are here. Get the fuck out of the way, everybody. We're coming for you. And that was not a statement game. If anything, that Pittsburgh made a statement, right? That was a total disaster on us. That was far from a statement game. And we lost at home, and we lost to an AFC, and we lost in the AFC. So bad overall. Everything about that loss was bad, right? So we need to move forward. We need to bounce back big time against Miami next weekend. There's no more excuses. You got to play better. Josh has to play better. The offensive line has to play better. The coaching staff has to coach better, right? Especially Brian Dable, who, guys, I cannot wait for him to leave. And I know, listen, I lost a lot of followers on Twitter in 2019 and early 2020. And I wasn't even that hard on him in 2020. But in 2019, I was actually, I'll take that back. 2018, 2019, I was destroying Dable online. And I lost a lot of followers on Twitter because they thought I was super negative. And it's not about being negative. It's just about me. Listen, I watched the game like from the beginning to the end, no matter what. No matter what. Like the clock says 0. Like I do not miss a second of the game. I follow the offense. I see what's going on. Listen. It's the same mistakes Dable's doing over and over. And that's the second half we come out flat. The in-game adjustments, once again, like all this goes on the coach. All of that. Like I'm not going to blame him for Allen overthrowing, underthrowing. That's on Allen. That's fine. That's nothing to do with Dable. But the play calling, 100% that's on Dable. No doubt about it. That is all on Dable. That stupid fourth down call where he tries to get all like creative on a play that we just needed a yard. That's it. He tries to get cute, and it cost us. Cost us again. Coming out flat once again in the second half. Look at the numbers. Look what Pittsburgh did. Look what Buffalo did offensively. Total opposite from the first half. Because why? Because Pittsburgh went in the halftime. They adjusted. And what did Dable do? Did nothing. Did nothing. Came out totally flat once again. It's just like same old Dable. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait till Dorsey takes the keys. I can't wait. Because I just don't think Dable is as good as everyone thinks he is. I'm sorry. I thought he did a good job last year. I still thought he was okay. Like he got better in the in-game adjustments. But the playoffs, he went back to the Dable play calling of what I hated about him in 2018, 2019. And we saw it in this game. We saw that 2018, 2019 Dable play calling once again. We all saw it, correct? Everybody saw that. It's just not me. And of course, people are going to sit there and say, well, Dable's not on the field. Dable can't make that throw. Dable can't tell the receivers to get over. I get that. I'm not saying that. But you got to look at the play calling. Go back, watch the game, and look at the play calling. It was bad. It was bad. That's all I can tell you. Watch the game over. If anyone has time or even can, like, watch the game without throwing up, fine, watch the game, right? Because you're going to be like, what the fuck is Dable doing? What is Dable doing there? Why is he calling this play? Why is he not running the ball more with Singletary? Why is he not setting up play action more? Why is Breida not getting a screen pass? Why is he being cute on a 4th and 1 when that was an easy 4th and 1 play? Josh Allen could have easily got that. Allen has proven to do that quarterback sneak. I think he's like 90% on that. Like, he always gets that first down on a 4th and 1. He's a big guy. What the hell were you doing there? And then, like I said, the 4th and 8, you choose to go for it, but you don't choose to go for it on a 4th and 1? What? What the? Mind you, a 4th and 1, we were in way better field position. So let's say we don't get it there. Let's say they stuff us on the 4th and 1, 4th, whatever. I think it was 4th and 1. Let's say they stuff us. Okay, so what? They got the ball at their own 25-30. Right? We go for it on 4th and 8. They got the ball at their goddamn 45. What? Run game, Singletary, 11K. Yeah, Ray, exactly. Now, mind you, I'll say this, Ray. He had a lot of yards in that 4th quarter when it was like the 5 minutes left or 4 minutes, whenever that was. I think the defense was expecting us to pass a little bit, so maybe they were playing back a little bit. But either way, he still got it, and he came up and he got some big plays, actually. I didn't like the fumble, by the way, and the time kept going there. I didn't like that. I'm sure McDermott's going to chew him out for that. For that, when we were trying to drive the last 2 minutes or whatever. Like, get out of bounds there, bud. Come on, you got to be smarter than that. But other than that, man, I thought he ran hard. I thought he looked good. I do. Breida was a joke. Breida was a joke. Total joke. Like, if that's what you're going to use Breida for, cut his ass. Get rid of Breida then. Just cut him. Get rid of Breida then. Because if that's what you're going to do with Breida, then just fucking cut him. What is he there for? I really had Zach Moss. Like, Zach Moss was a healthy scratch. Okay. I said okay when I read that. I said okay. So they're probably going to get Breida involved in screen passing. They're probably going to get Breida involved in just even passing, maybe. No, nothing. What the fuck was that? Why? Like I said, give him the healthy scratch. Get Zach Moss in there. I'd much rather have Zach Moss. They need to feed that man more, like, at all the pressure Allen had on him today. Yeah, man. Like, bro, Pittsburgh was bringing the heat. But Ray, I will tell you this. The run block is terrible. The run blocking was terrible. When we did try to feed them the ball early on, they were stuffing them. They were. There was like 2 or 3 guys in the backfield. I mean, and Josh was under heat a lot, man. And it didn't help that we were getting penalties for holding. So, and trust me, I guarantee you, the McDermott talks about the penalties at the press conference. I haven't watched it yet, but I guarantee he talks about it, because a penalty holding 10 yards. I mean, you go back right away. So now you're at fucking, instead of being 1st and 10, you're at 1st and 20, or 2nd and 10. Now you're done 2nd and 20. I mean, we just kept shooting ourselves in the foot on the penalties, man. Absolutely killed us, man. And then the Levi Wallace penalty for pass interference. My God, man, that killed us, man. That was the game. Yeah, Breida got to go. Yeah, man. Listen, I really thought Breida was going to be that guy that they use for, like, the speed plays, the screen passes, the trick plays, stuff like that, the sweeps, maybe jet sweeps, because yes, he has elite speed, no doubt about it. But what the fuck? What did you do with him this game? What was Breida? What plays did you do with Breida today? I was so like, oh man, we're going to use this guy. We're going to use his speed as a weapon. I didn't see it. Did you? Did anyone see Breida doing? And mind you, that's not on Breida. That's on Dable for not calling plays for Breida. That favors him, right? That favors us. Use his speed as a weapon. We didn't do that. right? The jet sweeps today were awful. By the way, he went back to the whole running Allen over and over and over again. The announcers were like, well, it worked last year, but man, God, it's not working today. No, it wasn't. So stop fucking calling a fucking quarterback sneak. Stop running Allen. He's already getting destroyed in the backfield, right, by TJ Watt. You think he's going to do any better? And by the way, like I said, Allen fumbled the one call. I'm shocked they didn't challenge it because he definitely fumbled. I don't want Allen running like that. Just protect him better. You know, Allen runs his best when he's doesn't like it's not a play call. When he's just Josh doing Josh, right? No one's open. Josh gets out of the pocket and he takes off. I don't mind that. Defense is not ready for that. Fine. I'm all good. I think Josh is his best when he does plays on his own as far as running, for the most part. But the man designed runs for him is getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. Stop it already. He's not a running back. I know as much as he's athletic as he is. I get it. But he's going to get him hurt. You're going to get him hurt or he's going to fumble because he's not a running back. So stop it already. It's just like a waste of a down. Waste of a down. It's a chance of getting him hurt. Chance of getting him a fumble. Like, it's just dumb play calls like that drive me nuts. And I know you guys watched the game and we're like, what? Stop it. Stop it already. Stop with the Josh Allen. They're not biting. Stop it already. He kept doing it. Kept doing it. That's exactly what I mean about Dable in-game adjustments. Cannot do in-game adjustments. He can't. It's like he has his playbook and he's like set on what he's going to do for that game. And when the defense like is playing well and they're like reading what Dable's doing, he just sticks with the playbook. Like what he had game planned. He doesn't like go, okay, you know what? Pittsburgh's really, they're not biting on that Josh Allen run, that quarterback draw. Let's just cut that shit. And let's start running the ball. Or let's do, a screen here and there. Nothing. And I also felt like, and this is a big thing for me too. If you go back and watch that game, what I didn't like, if you're Allen, I feel like needs to get like the ball out quicker, like in the beginning, meaning don't have him throw the ball so deep right away. Call some like 5-yard outs, right? Some hooks, whatever, some slant passes. Let him get in a rhythm. Instead, you're having him throw like deep down the field right away, flea flicker. I felt like Allen never got in that groove of things. And if you watch, like I said, the Green Bay game, a lot of his passes in the beginning were like 4-yard out, 5-yard out, 6-yard out, 3, 6, 7, 5. And then he hit a big one, 30-something to Gabe Davis because he was in a rhythm, right? Like, listen, look at, we all hate him. But look at Tom Brady. Exactly what he does. 5-yard, 6-yard, 8-yard, 7-yard, 4-yard, 3-yard, 25-yard. Because he's in a rhythm. He's in a rhythm. Right? His receivers are in a rhythm. They all caught the ball. They're like the game is flowing good, right? And not only that, you're picking up first downs that way. Third, right? 3 yards, 4 yards, 7 yards. It's a system. That's really honestly what I felt like we were going to do this game. Was that Green Bay game. We were going to pass heavy, which I have no problem doing that. But you don't need to like bomb it out right away. Like get the ball out quick, kind of like what Ben was doing. Get the ball out quick, 3-yard, 4-yard, 7-yard. Like I said, doesn't need to be crazy deep passes right away. Let's get him in a rhythm. Let's get Josh in a rhythm. And then you fucking open it up and let him go deep. Then you start getting like tricky, right? Then you start doing some jet sweeps, maybe a quarterback draw. Because now the defense is, to be honest, right? We didn't do that. We did not do that. That wasn't the offense that I saw last season. Not in the regular season, by the way. This offense was the offense I saw in the playoffs last year. Very flat, very safe, and just bad play calling. And I don't even know if it was safe. Let me take that back. I'll take that back. It wasn't too safe like the playoffs, but I felt like Dable didn't help Josh Allen because he didn't let him get to his receivers on different, like I said, short yards, passes. He just didn't. So he kind of like hurt Allen that way, right? And then the in-game adjustments, like I said, not running Singletary more in the second half when you should have ran Singletary in the second half, which I expected that to happen, by the way. I said that they would run Singletary. I said that Singletary would get most of his yards in the third quarter and the fourth quarter. I was right. But I was wrong as well because I thought we would be way up and we were just going to run Singletary at that point and just chew the clock out. So yeah, man. I mean that's how I saw this game. It's exactly how I saw the game. I thought it's bad, man. This week is gonna drive me nuts. It's gonna drive me nuts, man. I gotta wait all the way till Sunday till we play again, and I'm just gonna be pissed off every day. And I'll tell you what, man. We better win Sunday. We better win Sunday, or I'm gonna be furious. I'm gonna be really, really pissed, man. And I think all Bills Mafia is gonna be pissed. Because this is not what we expected. This is not what the team should be. I mean, we're better than that. We are better than what we showed today. But got to give it up to Pittsburgh, man. They had a game plan. They adjusted at halftime, and they beat us. That's it. Well, hey, guys, everybody, thanks for tuning in. I am very sorry that we lost. It sucks. Next week will be better. The coaches need to all look in the mirror. All of them. Every single one, especially Dable. Dable needs a fucking huge ass mirror. A big fucking mirror. Because he's my number one go-to big F on this game. All right, Bills Mafia. This is Tommy. I am out. Peace.